Let's talk sewing machines. So I'm quite happy for this YouTube video because I really want to talk about this sewing machines or how I started and my journey and everything. I'm gonna be too extensive, just like over the table. But yes, so when I originally started, I never liked sewing because I thought I was never gonna like it. So I never give it a try or anything until COVID hit and everything was messy. And I thought, why not try to do a sewing class before I decide not to like sewing? So my first recommendation before you buy or you get a sewing machine is to go and try a class or try someone that has a machine or try to see if you like it. Because if you don't like it and then you spend a little bit of money or some money on the machine, you're gonna have it over there and not use it. And we're not going to do that. So the first thing I did was to go on a class and try a few classes to see if I like it. And I absolutely love it, but the first classes were horrible because I didn't know how to do anything. My thread always get on the machine and I wasn't able to do a straight line. It was pretty funny because my first lines were zigzag and I couldn't be able to maintain a straight line. But that classes actually got me liking sewing, so I decided to go ahead and buy a machine. So before you buy a machine, you have to know there are a lot of models, there are a lot of basic ones that you can go ahead and try those if you're starting, but you have to be able to see or understand your goal for the machine and for sewing. Because if you're gonna sew little things or eventually do some sewing things, I will recommend you to buy really cheap sewing machines. I'm gonna leave you right over here. It's just for doing hems or some modifications, maybe darts on a dress that's fitting a little big and you don't need a lot of stitches or a really machine that gets thick fabric. That you have to have in mind. I didn't know that I like sewing, so I did want a machine that is in the middle, but it's not so expensive, but also it's not really cheap because I want to use it for a lot of things, or that's how I started. So I got my machine that is a Singer, simple, and mine is, I have over here, 3223. I'm gonna leave it over here, and it's pink. I didn't buy it because it was pink. I got a really cheap offer on Main Market. That is here in Spain. So originally this machine I think is a little bit expensive and I got it for $150 or euros, I don't remember, but it wasn't so expensive and it's a really good machine if you're gonna get started and wanna do a lot of things. So you also have a lot of auto models, for example a brother machine. They're also really good and you have a lot of extensive ranges of prices. And I also recommend the Singer Promise 1412 because I use that and I really like it also, like my machine. They're quite good machines. You have to be ready because they're quite noisy, so if you use it a lot you're gonna hear a lot of noise all the time. And yeah, those are usually normal machines, they're noisy, so you have to deal with that. So like I said, if you're starting, just get a cheap machine just to get started, and then if you like it and you really are into sewing or you want to do it as a living or tutorials or such, go ahead and buy a middle machine. That's what I got, and it's really good. I use it quite a lot. When I started my fashion design brand, I use it all the time. I did everything myself, and this machine, guys, stick to it. It was a winner. So yes, that's what I started. But 2 years ago, or I think it's 2 years and a half, I decided to do an upgrade because I was starting with a brand and I was doing a lot of sewing, a lot. I was doing 20 garments a day and I couldn't be able to do it because my machine was a little bit tired or the thread was sticking, or yes, things that machine can't do because it was $150, so yeah. So I decided to purchase a JUKI. I don't know if that's the way you say it in English, sorry. I'm originally from Argentina. So my machine is a JUKI TL 2010 Q, the best machine I ever got. It's really fast. It's really like silence, and it's the best machine I ever had. So usually the thing I really like from this machine, first that it's really fast and you can do like really thick fabrics, but also you have like a mini table with the machine, and I really miss it a lot because right now the machine is broken, and it was a thing, but I haven't been using my machine for like 2 months, and you don't know how much I feel and I miss that machine because it's like a Ferrari inside of machines. So this machine, it doesn't have like a table, so you will able to see that some industrial machines coming with a table are really expensive. This is a really expensive machine, but the deal is I got it from Amazon US. So for JUKI, you have like several models that will work for you. I did see a few reviews on this model that was cheaper than other models, and they work really good because if you want to go somewhere or you want to take the machine somewhere, you don't have like the big table, and industrial ones come with the table. And so you have the best of both worlds. It's a really machine that you can take anywhere, but also you have like a really good quality machine and do like a lot of work with it. But if you want a really good machine, I would recommend this JUKI. I'm gonna leave the photo over here and the link below. I did saw the machine like it's really expensive the last months. I don't know why. I got it for like 600 euros, and right now it's like 1,000. So it got like to the double. I don't know if a lot of people is doing what I did. So I purchased on Amazon US, like I said, and bring it over here to Spain. So the only thing you do have to have in mind if you buy a machine from another country is that it won't plug here. So you have to buy that from other side. That's what I did. I bought an adapter for my country and it worked like a charm. So I got the machine really cheap. Going to overlock machines, I have one. It's a single one. I'm gonna leave my model over here because I don't quite remember, but I wouldn't recommend it if you're getting started because you do have a lot of machine with a zigzag stitch and they work perfectly good. So if you want a more cleaner or your professional look, you do have to go and get an overlock, but I wouldn't recommend if you're starting or just doing a little bit of work because it's really expensive machine and you're gonna use it just for one thing. It's overlock. So if you go and buy a machine, I would recommend to go and get one with tables. I know it's a little bit more expensive, but I do see the difference now that I have one with a table because it's much like comfortable and you're able to have more work to work with. So yes guys, that is my intake on sewing machines. So if you have any questions, please leave them there. And I'm also gonna do another YouTube channel of pattern making or how I started pattern because I didn't go to fashion school. So I did learn everything myself, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and hacks every day. So I hope you like this video and see you next time. You can go and subscribe below.